Hi guys, hello, hi, molweni. So, let me tell y'all about my birth story. So when I was in Joburg and I was moving back to Eastern Cape, what I had done is that I had requested my medical files from my doctor so that when I get this side, I'm prepared. And that's what I did. So I got this side and I went to see a doctor this side. And initially, I had thought that I was going to give birth in a private hospital, but life happens, and that didn't happen. So I had prepared myself mentally that I was going to give birth in a public hospital. And I know that in South Africa, public hospitals have this kind of stigma around it that it's not great healthcare. So, but I told myself that I'm not going to go into this with that notion that I'm not going to receive the best healthcare. And it was good that I did that. So, the day before my birth, I had Braxton Hicks, but I had been having them for the whole week, but these were a bit more hectic. So I brushed it off and I was like, you know what, it's just Braxton Hicks. I've still got another 10 days until I give birth. So, I've still got time. I hadn't packed my hospital bag at this time, guys. I had not, baby's clothes were still in Joburg and they were on their way. So I really was not prepared, but I just said to myself that shop, everything will be okay. That's what I believed. So on the morning of the 12th of October, I woke up around 7 o'clock and I was in bed and I just felt and heard this sound. It's like, boom, it went boom. It literally was like a plug being pulled. So I got up and Jonga, the waters just gushed out. It was like a river flowing. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but hey, that's what I felt like in that moment. So my cousin was still home with the kids. I live with my cousin and her 2 kids. So she was still home with the kids and she was going to take them to school. So I screamed to her and I'm like, Onati! My water just broke. And she went into panic mode, but no, I was just cool. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna panic. I still have time. Baby ain't gonna come out now, so what's the rush? I was still planning on, taking a bath and doing, but nope, she was just rushing me to get dressed and that we must go to the hospital. So she went and dropped off the kids and I was getting dressed. There was no time to take a bath. So by the time she came back, I had been ready and off we went to the hospital. So I gave birth in Cecilia Makiwane, which is Mdantsane. And I got there and I didn't get a nice reception because I didn't have a folder from a government hospital because I had been going to a private doctor. So because I didn't basically book with them, they weren't too happy. Let me just put it like that. But after being there for 45 minutes, a doctor came and saw me and then I gave them my medical records and they were impressed with everything that was noted down. And then I got given a room. So I was in my room from around 8 in the morning. And the whole day, I was just having cramps, contractions. Now, nothing can prepare you for the contractions. But what I had done was that I had just, in a way, was meditating and calming myself down because it was just me and the hospital staff that was there. I didn't have family that was around. My cousin was there, but she couldn't be with me in the room. It's a lot of time to yourself that you have. And I was just trying to keep myself down, trying to get through the pain. And I did. Guys, I got through it. So I was in labor for 9 hours. And in between those hours, the midwife kept coming in to check how far I am in terms of how dilated I am. Now, when they check, obviously she has to put her fingers in my vajayjay. And that process was not nice because she wasn't gentle, but I understood that she had her job to do. So eventually, around 4 o'clock, the doctor came in and then she was like, I think it's time for you to start giving birth, to start the pushing process. So at quarter past 4 on the 12th of October, it was a Friday, I started pushing. And it was just me and the midwife. And God bless her, she was just a wonderful, wonderful lady who really helped me throughout the whole process. I was scared. I was just worried. I was anxious. I was just going through all these emotions. But she was there. She kept calming me down. She kept trying to, to get me to go through pushing the baby out. So quarter past, I started pushing and I felt nothing. Like nothing was happening. And she was like, she could see she could see the baby's head coming out, but I felt nothing. So in my mind, I was just, going through a lot, and I was just wondering, why am I not feeling anything? The second push, still nada, wasn't feeling anything. And she just kept trying to encourage me to push, but I just kept telling her. And at this point, I'm panicking because I'm thinking, what if the baby is suffocating? I'm thinking all these things in my mind. And at some point in time, I was like to her, can't I just go for a C-section? Like, I'm ready to get cut. And she was like, babes, we're late for that. It's late. Like, this baby is coming out and it's coming out now. You need to push. So at this point, she was also getting a bit, I would say irritated with me. But she kept trying to help me through it still. So on the third push, I felt the baby's head come out. So his head came out and I was just like, okay, like there's no turning back. His baby's coming out and baby is coming out now. And then, so you have to push every single time you feel a contraction. You can't push if you don't feel a contraction. But I was like, baby's head is coming out and I'm not feeling a contraction. And I was just sitting there. It felt like a couple of minutes, but obviously it wasn't, but that's what it felt like. So on the fourth push, I pushed so hard. Fourth push, I could feel the baby's shoulders come out. And literally, once the shoulders come out, the rest of the body just popped out. So when the body popped out, I was expecting to see a beautiful girl there. But surprise, 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 I saw a penis. Yes, that is what I saw. And I was shocked because I was expecting a girl, but God blessed me with a beautiful baby boy. And I was just happy that I had a healthy child, and that was just it. So she took him away. She cut the umbilical cord, and then she took him away just to measure him. But that was just a couple of seconds. It wasn't long. And then she returned him, and then she put him on my chest, and then she was like that I should breastfeed. I did not see any milk coming out, but she was like, nope, put him on your breast, and he's gonna suck the milk out. And that's what happened. So my experience was, I would say, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, I'd been watching YouTube videos and seeing birth stories, and I was a bit freaked out, from watching them. But after going through what I went through, I would do it again and again and again, the same way. And in public hospitals, guys, there's no epidural. So my birth was natural with no painkillers. And I thought that I was going to die, but I didn't. I made it through. The only thing that I would say helped me was to be calm, to keep reassuring myself that everything is going to be okay, and just to believe that, you know what, I'm going to give birth to a beautiful baby. And that is exactly what happened. So that is my birth story. And would I do it again? Yes. Am I going to do it again? Yes. I'm hoping, I don't know, for another baby or two, but time will tell. So until the next time we meet again, bye.